Hello everyone, I am KAUSHUIKI. I'm recording this piece from India because this is where I am from, and I'm home at the moment because of this strange thing that's happening all around the world. And I really hope that all of you are home as well and are safe and are with your loved ones. And I know we're doing this virtually, but all of us are together in this, and I really hope that we fight it as bravely and strongly as we can and get back to our normal, good, happy lives soon. So I have been in London for 7 months, and the piece that I'm going to record today is the first piece that I wrote there. And it's a piece which was born out of this space that I was in. The space wherein I've left home and I'm confused because I'm facing this distance for the first time. And at the same time, I'm trying to make a new home. So this piece is about that confusion, that distance, that not knowing what's happening, and the time zones. So if you've been away from home even for a week and been all by yourself in a new place, then you and I will have a lot to discuss. Other than that, there are two Indian references in this. Both of them are names. The first one is Guru Dutt. He was an Indian film actor in the black and white era. He lost the love of his life in almost all the movies he did, and then he spent the rest of the storyline pining of the lost love. The second is Yash Chopra, who was a director in the Indian film industry. What he did in his movies was, whenever he wanted to shoot a dance number or a music piece, he would take the crew to a foreign location and then shoot it. So we have dance numbers in which heroines are wearing really thin saris, which is an Indian traditional dress, on a snow-capped mountain and dancing. And we still don't know how these women did that or still do it, but they do it, and the songs are beautiful and peppy and full of life and color. Anyway, this piece is not about those songs or these gentlemen. It just has to do a lot with the kind of music I consumed while growing up and the kind of music I used to cope with the distance that I faced in London when I shifted from India. And this is the kind of music all of us grew up with, and it's music that talks about eternal love. It's music that talks about hope and being always, on your feet and facing your fears and facing whatever comes in front of you. And yeah, so whenever I walked down the lanes in London and there was like cold breeze hitting my face, I would just silently imagine myself in one of those movies and comfort myself. So it's more about how you cope with what's around you and what all from home can you use to help yourself. Well, I know while I sit in India, it doesn't make very sense to do a London piece, but it's the closest I can get all of us to the semblance of, to like a little bit of semblance of our normal lives. That's why I'm choosing to do this piece today. So let's just imagine we are sitting in the same room and I'm physically present over there in London with you guys performing this piece. And yeah, this piece is titled Away, and this is how it is. From 2 songs to college and 10 songs to work, I am here where it takes about 15 songs one way. On some days, I feel like the best way to survive a walk in a foreign land is with old Hindi film songs, imagining Guru Dutt on a train longing for his lost love, and Yash Chopra directing a chiffon sari-clad heroine in -2 degrees. I share playlists with a few friends. My version of mixtapes and cassettes, the classic romantic move of the 90s, except this is not about romance, this is about love. So I often wonder if they listen to the same song as I do when I do, but that would be a great coincidence, and life is anything but. I have left the morning cup of chai or tea as you know it and the evening coffee fix in the name of I will make healthier life choices this year. But the truth is that the stove is tired of looking at my face while I make only one cup of tea and only one cup of coffee. I think on some days I push through to wake up to a morning when I can use both the mugs at the same time instead of alternating between the two so that one does not feel left out. Honestly, there is no trick to survival. Instead of pushing through days, you start bulldozing through hours. My dad was here for a week last month, and almost every day I forgot to look at my watch. Before that, despite my bitter feelings for math, I did not forget to calculate home time. I think to forget about time, you need someone to forget it with. When you realize you are the only one living in this time, that you cannot share time anymore and only moments, that when you think of them now, it'll reach them only in the past or in the future, the clock ticks away differently, you wait differently. So as of today, I don't know when to make that happy birthday phone call, and I don't know when they will wish me on mine. There is a constant wait, and its newfound best friend, nothing accompanies it. So I wait. I wait for texts to be delivered, read, responded to. I wait for gifts, emails, letters, video calls. I wait to be missed as much as I do. But my ears, they don't stand up like a stray's anymore because I know the knock on the door is just maintenance doing his job and not home visiting me. With rivers and roads on loop as my background score, and despite the distance we need to cover in each other's pasts and futures and presents to share a now, I would want them to be here and I can be there if the rule of thumb is that we cannot be together. Because you see, home is running ahead of me. And if the world were to end tomorrow, then I would like it to start with me. But that's not how it works, right? When you're away, especially when you're away. So I have bargained myself to be a vacation spot so that home starts visiting me more often. I wear earrings which are similar to theirs. I wear colors that suit them more than they suit me. I part my hair the way they think looks best on me. I leave a little bit of myself to fit in a little bit of them in me. How else do you think rivers run? How else do you think roads cross borders?